The Constellation's time has finally come.
It's about damn time.
This is an eclipse.
Hey, your Merlin should have no trouble killing it.
Especially since he's trying to focus on the Constellation. If anything, that just shows you how powerful and improved the Constellation's shields are at this point.
Yeah.
You know, they actually work. Let's see, is it gonna freak out? Oh, no, I'm gonna freak out and go down the ladder. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Somebody's shooting at me.
Is that a hurricane?
Yep.
It is. An AI hurricane, or?
No, it looks like a player. No, he's shooting at me. Well, he's asking for it. I just can't get enough of this. This is just... I know it's just a Merlin, but it's so cool. Oh, it looks like there's an arrow down here, too. You'll be able to undock the Merlin and go inside. Oh, one other thing, since I'm thinking about it. So we're going to take the Constellation out, but I noticed that because the Merlin docks with it now and they spawn together, when you go to modify the Constellation's equipment, the Merlin's equipment is in there too. It confused the hell out of me when I first started looking at it, because
that's the reason.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute. The Constellation has 3 power plants and 3 shield generators now? I'm like, wow, they really buffed that thing. But, yeah, no, it's actually the equipment that's on the Merlin. You just can't see it. So the good thing with the shield tech being replaced is, from what I've read and observed and seen, pretty much all of the shield holes are pretty much covered, so the Connie's old problems are pretty much gone away now.
Hooray!
It's you know, it's got that maneuverability buff recently. The HP buff that it had recently. Bunch of other stuff. It now has shields that should, in theory, actually protect it. And aren't going to immediately get blown away. So that's good. It's got, I mean, all ships have the auto gimbal now, but the auto gimbal definitely helps the Connie a lot. And ground vehicle physics are mostly solved, or at least they're in a better shape than they were. So that means the cargo bay, you can put your rover in. Not that rovers have a lot of use right now, but you know, if you want to put a rock in and go ground mining, you have that as an option.
Is it just wheeled vehicles that are better, or did they get the hover stuff sorted out a little bit better too?
That is a good question. That might be something worth testing. Alright, so we will blow up this bounty target, and then we'll try some docking and undocking with the Merlin.
Shields down. Shields max. Enemy down.
Oh, it's pretty easy with 4x4s.
There's not a whole lot that won't chew up immediately.
No.
Anything smaller, I should say. Vanguard or a Freelancer will weather some of that fire, but god damn. I didn't even see what you were shooting at.
I didn't really either. I wasn't really paying much attention. There wasn't much point. It was gonna die.
Oh, there's the thing. Brrr. Oh, here's his money.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really solid multi-crew ship in 313. With all the little minor improvements across the board.
I sure hope so.
Your adventure, courtesy of Kruger Intergalactic. Systems active.
Alright, so we will undock. Now, I'm not going to go too far because the Constellation does have a tendency to disappear. At least at the moment, so we're going to stick fairly close so it doesn't go away on us. So in order to dock, we have to target the Constellation, then request docking through
Request to dock activated.
the personal inner thought, and then when we get close, it'll bring up the docking HUD.
Kelsier 404 joined Vatalis. Kelsier 404 joined your channel lounge on Vatalis.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
So it should bring up the HUD once we get close here. Where's the HUD?
3.13 stream is up right now, Shep.
Ah, fancy.
Request to dock
Oh,
activated.
okay. You gotta get closer for the HUD to show up and then request docking. So the way this works is there's a crosshair in the center, and there's a red target box that we're trying to line up. The dots show vertical and rotational alignment. So if I rotate, you'll see the dot on the outer ring is moving around. Want to get the dot in that green zone. And then the other dot in the center is right on the crosshair right now is left-right alignment. So if I go too far to the left or right, or sorry, it's yaw alignment, sorry. So it's, if I go too far yawing one direction or the other, it will move in the center and show that it's not aligned. And then the other one is the vertical alignment. So basically there's a square box in that crosshair that we are trying to match up perfectly with the blue square box. So the red square has to overlap with the blue square. The red square and the blue square have to overlap. And then once we get mostly aligned, it'll pretty much dock us at that point.
So once you're in the pocket, does auto land just sort of take over and the animations play and lock you in?
Auto docking activated.
Yep, that's exactly how it works.
Docking
Oh, that's okay.
activated.
I think that's the only
I'll be
reasonable
back.
way they can make it work, really.
Kelsier 404 disconnected from your channel lounge from Vatalis.
So there we go. That's how you dock and undock the Merlin. Or you could use an Archimedes.
I'm assuming that these functions can be completed while traveling at speed.
I've
Which
seen
might be tough.
I've seen various success rates, but it should work. Yeah, if it's probably going to depend a lot on desync, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a lot better for a while.
yeah. Hopefully it stays good. Okay, so let's do something fun. I don't know if it's going to work, but let's accept this low tier bounty. And look at this improvement. Bounties now have automatic beacons. You don't have to go searching for them.
Woo!
Yeah, that's pretty fantastic.
Is the HUD fucking displaying on the Constellation normally the way it's supposed to as well?
The top screens look like they're not.
I know for a while the HUD on the Constellation especially, it was just god awful. It wouldn't display at low speeds. It would only display at the higher speeds from what I recall.
That is weird.
Really weird, yeah.
It seems to be working, and if that's the case then at this point.
I hope so.
Yeah. So let's we've driven our Constellation to the bounty. Let's jump into Merlin and let's kill the bounty and then redock at the Connie. Because why not? Because we can.
Engine system active.
Don't want to get too far from the Connie, so I'm going to let them come.
Contact confirmed.
This is an eclipse.
Hey, your Merlin should have no trouble killing it.
Especially since he's trying to focus on the Constellation.
Roll AI just torpedoes your frickin' Connie and then flies away.
Yeah. Alright, so that takes care of the bounty. Let's dock.
Request to dock activated.
I think you have to be pretty close though. Yeah, it's not going to initialize until we're pretty much already in the zone.
Oh, hi.
Request to dock activated.
You can also hear there's an audio cue as for how off you are.
Contact confirmed.
Oh, reinforcements for the bounty are coming in.
Too little too late, fellas.
Oh, hopefully we can get docked in time. Yeah, this is pretty early.
Auto docking activated. Docking concluded.
The Saturday morning PTU.
Disengaged.
Yeah.
No time to waste.
Contact confirmed.
All right, so we've managed to dock. Oh, look, I got a video call from the pirate. That's new. So it's a good thing shield holes are fixed, because if it wasn't, the pirate would have already torn the Connie apart.
Shields damaged. Radar contact.
Alright, well, we'll take one out using the Merlin and one out with the Connie. Yeah, usually don't stream on weekends, but with PTU out, I'm trying to get as much done with the PTU content as I can so I can put it up on YouTube while it's still hot and it's the thing that people are searching for. And also to try it out. Alright.
Yeah, we've been waiting for docking for quite some time.
Yeah.
And the new caves are pretty sweet.
The new caves are awesome.
I'm just happy to have somewhere to go to shoot guns at AI that's not one of those bunkers.
Yeah. Well, those caves are going to be fantastic because you have a mission that pays like 30,000. You go in, do the mission, then you take your mining team in, you clear out the minables, and you know, it's something to do.
Something for everybody.
Yeah. Yep, it's got a ground vehicle spawn pad.
Landing complete.
Ooh,
Takeoff complete.
that was rough.
Landing complete.
Believe it or not, it's actually my GPU holding back performance right now, not CPU.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Alright, let's claim this rock. Delivery time, 28 seconds. Expedited time, instant. Right now!
Expedited time delivery, 59 seconds. I haven't seen any more information about the Vorpal Collective grips yet, or the rotary bases.
Me neither.
I wish to know.
Me too. I think those would be good.
As easy as it would be for me to order a Mongoose Throttle Mark II or Mark III or whatever the hell it is they've got these days. Oh, if I could get a collective instead for my offhand, yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah, that'd be
sweet.
That'd be awesome. Ooh, some rough terrain. Looks like the rock is handling it no problem in 313.
Especially since I'm not going to be doing home ass anymore.
Yeah. Those collectives on the left could be really, really good. Yeah, they could be really, really good.
A real simple matter to just bolt one onto the side of my chair.
Yep. Well, based on the way that they look.
What they're designed for.
Yeah. Alright. This is the big test. Can we open the ramp from the... Or can we open the bay from the outside?
Will do. Here.
The big test will be as if the rock, like, explodes or not when we try to put it in here. Actually, it would be interesting to try one in the Nomad again, considering how much it bounced around in there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, is it gonna freak out? Oh, no, I'm gonna freak out and go down the ladder. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's not good.
It looked like it was just fine on the ramp. I guess maybe when the ramp came up, it kind of launched the... Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. Let's,
Oh dear. Hey, looks like it's settling.
maybe.
Oh no.
What?
Oh,
It's getting, don't know if it's getting better or if it's getting worse. Let's close the door. Maybe it's the door that's interfering. All right. Take two. Okay. We'll just nervously go back to the pilot seat and, yeah. Everything's being held together with duct tape.
Takeoff complete.
We should be okay.
it would be very strange if all you needed to do were to close the entryway to make it set properly. But then again, it wouldn't be the strangest thing.
Yeah.
Quantum drive is now off.
But from a mining perspective now, you could load up a couple of rocks in the Connie. You could drive them around. You could land the Connie and deploy them. Get somebody in the snub searching around and scouting. So there's those, there's that avenue, at least from turning the Constellation into a little bit of a mining workhorse. Doesn't have a medical bed, but I guess just be careful.
Got 2 turrets and a bunch of big guns.
Yeah. It can definitely play that gunship role a lot better now. That's for sure. Especially since it's able to take some hits since the shield holes are plugged up.
Speaking of which, Redeemer when?
Yeah. Yeah, I really want the Redeemer. Well, Daomar is definitely the most visually impressive moon, at least around Crusader. Look at how cool that entry effect is. That's just awesome.
Oh yeah.
This is the big cave. Or a big cave. Yeah, I don't like how it has a tendency to want to rock forward when it lands. Oh, speaking of rocking forward, our ROC has gone missing.
That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here.
This is something that's going to be really awesome going forward in the future. When you get to one of these caves that is
Engine system active.
just too small for your Constellation, you'll be able to undock the Merlin and go inside.
Parasite chips. Brew rolls. Eh.
Man, those headlights are bright. Yeah, there's all these other secondary ledges.
Request to dock activated. Docking concluded. Engine system disengaged.
Well, let's go to Hurston.
Quantum drive is now off.
And sometimes they get clogged. Did they Is that... Wait a minute. What kind of constellation are you flying? Is that Nikila?
It is.
Yeah.
Why?
Look at those teeny little pathetic struts.
Oh, yeah. Pathetic struts.
They don't even block any visibility at all.
Well, you know what?
Why bother having them?
You know what? You know what ship's terrible for struts? The Origin 404. That's the real secret to that ship. It's actually all struts. The Constellation's time has finally come.
Hooray.
At least that's the way I feel.
It's about damn time.
Somebody's shooting at me.
Is that a hurricane? Yeah,
Yep.
it is. An AI hurricane, or
No, it looks like a player. Oh, he's shooting at me. Well, he's asking for it.
let's look at who this person is.
I didn't even get a crime stat from that. Yeah, it finally gave me a crime stat. It just took, even though he shot and hit me first, I got a crime stat for it. Oh, it looks like there's an arrow down here too.
In relation, this is from their charter. In relation to strangers, random civilians, personal space, recruit if possible, be friendly, be respectful, don't lower your guard. In relation to hostiles, take no prisoners, no hesitation, and follow the ROE. Do not attack unless hostility is directed towards you.
Wow. Sounds like you broke that rule. Ah, this is the sinkhole cave. Yeah, I'm not sure why you would attack a constellation, be in a position where you're way up close, run away, and then come back to joust. That just doesn't make any sense.
That must just be fucking around.
Yeah. But yeah, I got a crime stat for that, which is kind of dumb. Oh, I definitely did. I saw it impact the shields, and I saw the combine. He had dual combines on.
Yeah.
I saw the explosions on the shields. He didn't turn red. Maybe I should have... But I shouldn't have to wait more than a couple of shots for him to turn red. Because he definitely came back and definitely started shooting combines again. Oh well. If anything, that just shows you how powerful and improved the Constellation's shields are at this point.
Yeah.
You know, they actually work. That just means the Constellation is actually viable. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that he attacked me, because it's just going to be absolutely perfect footage to stitch into the video.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
I think I got all I need now anyway. Let's, since I don't feel like really dealing with this crime stat, since it's test, well, let's just shimmy on to Lorville. I just can't get enough of this. This is just... I know it's just a Merlin, but it's so cool.
Oh, that is a real smooth undock.
Yeah. Still can't get close to the gates of Lorville at all, though. Many reasons. So yeah, the 3 hours until release. But we've got... probably still have... Yeah, there's 5,000 to 1,500 merits. And you can still mine, so... Okay, well, this is a good stopping point. Yeah, so... I'm gonna stop. It's a good stopping point. And...
Shut off the stream and let the game run down. Let the timer run down.
Let the timer run down and get a snack and edit the footage. Then I'll throw it up.
I'll show you what I've got accomplished as well.
Alright.